think we got like 90 more KC of this task. I think. Contacts are like messed up right now. All right, we got 81 KC left of this Slayer task. Hopefully we get something decent here. I did a little bit earlier and I didn't get anything good, so. Not the mage attack. That red spider there almost got me. Hate when this red spider chases me on this phase. Something good. Let's go. I'll take a supply drop. Extends the trip a little bit. Some earth orbs. No bueno. That is no bueno. PB? Nah, just missed it. Just missed the PB. Some Runite ore. Got some Runite ore there. Messed that up. Oh, shit. Don't really have that method down yet. I kind of get the gist of it. I'm getting a little better. I noticed today that it's getting slightly better with it. What do we got here? I got some more supplies. 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 See, I kind of got it down. Kind of got that method down. Some red berries. Bum, 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 bum. All right, we got 74 more KC. Hopefully we get like one more piece to the Noxious Halberd. But I guess we'll see. Guess we shall see coming up here. So far, we got, what do we got here? 593 KC, and I've gotten one piece right now, the Noxious Point, so. Kind of dry here. A little dry. Not terribly dry, though. But we are dry. I think it's, the pieces are like 1 in 200, right? I think. There we go. What up, Trev? What up, dude? Look who is back on the grind. Yep, dude. Vacation was solid. It was solid. I was in Michigan for actually longer than I expected. I was there for like 9 days. But it was awesome seeing the family and catching up with them. So can't complain, can't complain. How was the 4th for you in on the ranch? What up, random? So made a favorite vacation at Michigan. Where are you from, if you don't mind me asking? What state? I'm from Maryland. From Maryland. I was just on vacation in Michigan. Michigan's a solid state. If you like lakes, then that's a spot to go to. Although California has some solid lakes as well. Pretty dang chill. A little barbecue and family time. Yep. Can't complain with that. We're from Ohio originally. Okay. Are you... Okay, whereabouts in Ohio? I have, or I guess that's little specific. I have family in Ohio, that's why I ask. Cincinnati and Cleveland. Yeah, Cleveland. Dude, Cleveland's a solid spot. Actually going to Cincinnati here for a wedding soon. So it'll be nice to be back up there. I thought you were from the UK, not gonna lie. Anything new on your grind, Trev? I think you were doing sailing last time I was talking to you, right? Maybe? Yeah, I think that's why I thought that, yeah. Took a little bit of damage there. Yes! Let's go. Let's go. That was huge. That was huge. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Bro, I've been mining stars for like... Oh, that's what it was. Stars. What level are you mining? You've been doing that for a hot minute now. Oops. Did I just hit a 45? I just hit a 45 with the, this frickin' ballista. Nice aim. Good aim there. 78. You're getting up there. Boom. Don't you need one of those pies, if I'm not mistaken, right, to boost? Or is it just the Dwarven Stout? Yeah, the spicy stews. That's what I was thinking about. Aren't those like a pain to get, like the 5 boost? Or I guess not a pain, but spicy stews. Boom. Dude, honestly, dude, mining is so bad. I think I would rather do agility over later game agility over mining. Because you got like Howlett Sepulcher. That's a very hot take. Mining is at least AFK. Yeah, that is a burning take. It's not a hot take, it's a burning take. Back in the day, yeah, when there was just rooftops, dude. I don't know how people did that. I need to get the agility pet here soon, so I'm gonna be grinding Howlett Sepulcher probably. Maxed my main on OSRS. Think in like 2017 got 2 alts maxed as well, and over the years, especially in modern era, got agility pet at level 40 on Canopus. I'm jealous. I love that pet. Skilling in general is so much nicer. So, random, back in 2017, when was Howlett Sepulcher introduced? Was that like 2019, somewhere around there? Late 2020. Okay, that's what it was. So you're doing rooftops when you maxed those accounts. That's impressive. Beaver on Willows around level 40 as well. Do you have the thieving pet as well? You're getting some good luck on the skilling pets? You gonna get Slayer points for the new? Yes, dude. I need to. I heard. What was the new Slayer boss good for Slayer points? I watched a video on it. I forget. No, Rocky. Not even me, Trev. Got Beaver Pet yesterday on all 118 mil XP. Holy shit. GZ to you, dude. That is a grind. Now, anyone doesn't give any points base-wise. Dude. Guess I'll be sticking to Duradel and then... Shit. And then Konar on every 10th. That's what we were saying last time. Heart gem grind on irons or as collection logs. Yeah, I need points, so I guess I won't be doing the new Slayer boss, unfortunately. I heard some people were up in arms kind of about... Hold on. Sorry. That song distracted me. What the hell was I saying? I heard some people are up in arms about the new Slayer boss because they're max Slayer, but they want to do it for their irons and they want to do it for the heart. So I guess they're trying to see, like, they're trying to introduce maybe showing your 99 Slayer cape to the new master. And then it gives you the completions to boost for the heart or something like that. I forget exactly what it was. Yeah, I saw that. You can't Turiel skip it. So I was like... Turiel skipping is my thing, but I need points, like, bad. So I need to stop skipping. You got a fishing pet on your old account from Trout, which is 1 in 500k. Holy shit. You have some decent luck with those skilling pets. TLDR, after 100 tasks and properly set up, it shaves about 15 to 20 hours off imbued heart grind. That's the appeal to the new master. Otherwise, mains will continue to Turiel skip for specific tasks. Yeah, exactly. I think that's what I was watching last night. That's why the Iron Men who are 99 Slayer said there's no point in doing it because they have to complete 100 tasks to get that 15 to 20 hours shaved off. So to them, I think they're like, it's no point. Because I think by the time they get the 100 tasks, it's equivalent of most likely getting the imbued on the other tasks, I guess, is what I understood as. No point boost, you do Wilderness Slayer. Or more casual style, you could do like basic Slayer methods of doing 9 casual and 10th on Konar. Yeah, I think that's what I was going to start doing. The problem with me though is that I'm trying to up my bossing KC, so I'm skipping a bunch to get you know, bosses or equivalent to bosses. Yeah, it's decent if you need items from some of the tasks. It's really good macro efficiency wise for fresh iron. Damn, spider's beating me up. That was a bad one. Hold up. I thought I killed it. Just one? Just one? Just... Oh my gosh. That was a disaster. Some fungus. Got some fungus there. So what did you want in specific? You want GP/pets, yeah? I want Slayer points and I want pets. And just like to up my boss KC, but I need Slayer points, so like I don't know, I Turiel skip a lot. And that's what kills my streak, so I can't get points. And the reason why I Turiel skip is to try to get boss assignments. I really just need to do some of the assignments that I get and stop being a bitch about it. I want the Slayer points because I want the Trev gave me a quail and I want to get the new Slayer helm to match this oath plate. So it's like not like super necessary, but like, you know, I want to get this Vorkath helm off. So I want a new Slayer helm. Blocklet, yeah, Slayer helms. Noxious Pummel, guys. We are at 603 KC. 603 KC. We need what? One more piece? Just need the blade. We got to get it this round. That would be nice. Nice little 40 mil. Def worth doing what you are doing. But after you get the points, in terms of points for getting those balls KCs up. Turiel skipping is the best. I do enjoy it. I do enjoy it. It just hurts the can't really like stack and do that like Konar method where every 10th task. You know what I haven't done? What's that one boss that what's that one boss that Konar gives? It's like a Drake kind of. I'm blanking on the name. Has like the three heads. It looks like a snake kind of. Hydra. Yeah, I haven't done a single KC of Hydra, so I think like that's another thing I kind of want to do. 9 Turiel, 10th Konar. 9 Turiel, 10th Konar would be boosting the points, right? Because Turiel would be fairly quick. I actually got both. I got Bofa and a DHL. So I could do either or. Is it, do you pick mage or do you pick range or melee or do you hybrid it? Bofa camping is going to be the chillest option. I think I saw somebody streaming that the other day. I didn't know you could do it that way. But I think that's probably what I'll do. It looked pretty chill. But definitely better in terms of learning and chillness. You should for sure get into Hydra though. It's good GP, right? Or is it no longer as good as it was? My buddy was doing it a couple years ago and he was like getting so much GP. Very awesome pet. Yeah, that pet would be sick to spoon, dude. It's great in both regards. Around 2-3 mil GP without uniques. Okay. So that's like, what is that, like a Vorkath equivalent, kind of? Oh, fuck. But obviously, the uniques are more than Vorkath. Boom. And with doing both, can probably boost it up to 5 to 6 mil. Oh, really? Damn. Yeah, I need to get into that ASAP. I have like 500k cash stack. Only thing that most people aren't a huge fan of is how long the tasks take to finish a hole. I feel like I'd be cool with that if I can finish like a Blue Dragons task at Vorkath, right? I feel like that would be more boring, right? Blue Dragons task at Vorkath. With task storage, you can easily rectify that and swap back and forth. I do have a storage. That's where a lot of my points went recently. With both around 22 KC, it's around 6 hours per. So having task storage can help. So having task storage can be a help without needing to do the entire 6 hours. Break up the monotony of being locked into one task. I like that. Just swapping back and forth. Shout out to task storage and it being free to swap back and forth. Seriously, that was huge. That was like one of my biggest upgrades, dude. When I got that, I was more inclined to get back into Slayer. I'm not gonna lie, dude. Slayer is just a skill I just hate grinding. Because I just rather, you know, boss and do raids and stuff that I want to do, not being told what to do. But I guess it's good for a boss like this where you kind of need to have a task. Oh yeah, I took a look at your account last night. Your account is stacked, dude. Your KC is insane. Mhm. All the pets. Wait, do you have all the pets? All the bossing pets? Talk to my friend, by the way. He was open and tagging along in the future for raids. Hell yeah, dude. I am, I'll definitely... We should do some Tob. Need to learn Tob. He's going to tagging along in the future for raids. It's awesome to meet new people. Hell yeah, dude. I need some people to raid with. The clan I'm in is awesome. I really do enjoy it. But not a lot of people raid. Like I said, one of my buddies in the raid was going to help me learn. I've been kind of putting it off just because I wanted to, you know, max some of my stats. So that's kind of on me. But he'll definitely be open to playing or tobbing as well. What's up, gaming life? My RSN is Ethereal Rift. I'll add you after this one. I appreciate you tuning in, dude. Oh wait, is this your buddy? $50 pets right now, and this is a diff person. Okay. Yeah, it really is, dude. I don't know like what's going on, honestly. I'm like, I've tried streaming on other platforms and like I never get anybody, so I was just like, I'm just gonna try YouTube out. Oh shit, I need it. I'll add you after this one, gaming. I didn't know this many people watched YouTube live streams, to be quite honest. YouTube used to be a meme when it comes to streaming, but lately, bro, they've been popping off. It's Alex and Reach doing wonders. Also, I think just by nature of most content being hosted on here and people gravitating towards YouTube. What up, Matthew? How's your grind going? The woodcutting grind. YouTube is a big help. Some things, same thing with YouTube Shorts. They breaking into the scene. I need to do some YouTube Shorts. Definitely need to do some shorts. All right, let me add gaming life. Ethereal. Let's look up these want to look up your stats here. Got some more Going good, bro. About halfway-ish to 99. I'm impressed that you're doing it all through free to play, dude. Hats off to you. I also got a pretty decent drop earlier that was probably 30 minutes before you hopped in. So we're getting somewhere. We're getting somewhere. It was a piece of the Noxious Halberd. Use something as simple as posting a highlight, like getting that drop earlier would be legit. True, I didn't even think about that. I need to, I'm so bad at, like, did I not? I'm so bad keeping up with, like, my recorder content. Like, I record a lot of things to make some content out of, dude, but I'm just so bad with it. What up, buddy? What are you doing? What are you doing? I saw a drop. It's all a learning process through journey to juggle. You're so right, dude. Run! That is a doggo. What up, buddy? Like, his head is, like, right there. He's a Bernese Mountain Dog. He's a big boy. Ooh, I love a supply drop, not gonna lie. All right. Got nothing on that? Oh, no. Gaming Life, I looked up your account. You do have a very solid account as well. How long have you had that account, Gaming Life? You got a decent amount of KC. What are you, almost base 80s? Base 90s? It's like 7 or 8 years on and off. It's a very solid account. What is your top boss here? Your top boss is it it's Brutus, but I'm not gonna count that. What, like Cerberus? Looks like. I need to do some more Cerb. I'm not very good at Cerb. Need to get a Hellhounds task. Actually, I think I blocked them. Beautiful dog breed, bro. I appreciate you, dude. He is, he's a joy to have, honestly. My girlfriend's the one that found him when he was a puppy, and I was against it, not gonna lie. I didn't want a dog. I'm a dog person. I just didn't want a dog at the time. So I caved. We got him, and oh shit. And yeah, he's awesome to have around. That was a messy one, but I'll take it. Been 2 years since I lost my dog. 14 years? I'm sorry to hear that, dude. 14 years, that's a very long life. What kind of dog was it? I got Hell Puppy as well. Hell yeah, dude. Hell Puppy's solid. Hell Puppy is up there, like top 5, one of my favorite pets. Lost 2 of the dogs she had earlier. Sad when you have to say, dude, that's the worst. My childhood dog passed away. This was like 5 years ago, but dude, it was like the hardest goodbye ever. It was so hard. Yep, every minute when you have them. They are a blessing, dude. Big dog breeds are majestic. They are. He's a big goofball. He's a big goofball. She was mixed breed. Got to see her and her puppies grow up. They were 12, 13 when they passed. They had a really long life. That's good. Did you, so you were breeding them, or was it an accident? I want to stud my dog up, but I don't know the process to do it. Like, I think I have to get him tested or something like that to make sure that he's a quality breed or something like that. I don't even know. All of it happened within a year, and thank you for the kind words. Yeah, dude, no problem. Finally got that thing down, I think. Sometimes I goof it up, but... Alright, what are we thinking? I'm thinking one more. Thinking we could do one more if I do this flawlessly. And a good spec off rip. No. That's what I wanted to do. Like, you know, I have his puppy, like, carry his legacy on, but yeah, he does have his gem still. I always had that thought, so that's why I've never taken him away from him. He's 4 right now, so like if I'm gonna do it, I gotta do it soon, I think. I just need to find somebody to breed it with. Obviously, I want another Bernese Mountain Dog. And the great thing is that I have the male, so I don't think I would be doing a ton of the work. I think the whoever has a female, I think usually does most of the work, if I'm not mistaken. I could be completely wrong. Getting low on prayer. Need to start smacking this thing. Need to start smacking them down to 25. Oh, fuck, boys. Okay, I was just worried about the red spider there. What are you doing? Come here. Alright, let's see what we get here. A magic seed. I don't even want to see what that is on the drop table. As someone who wanted the same thing but waited, my dog had a boy, but long term, we waited too long. That's what I'm worried about, so you should for sure consider. Yeah, I'm not too well versed in the logistics, but having a few of your dog puppers would be awesome. I have family members who would also probably buy some of his puppies. He's good, dude. Knock on wood, he's very healthy, so that's all I ask for. All right, we got 55 more KC. 55 more KC, and then I'm gonna get a new task after this. I do have another spiders task stored, so I could potentially just go back into Araxer, but I'm gonna see what else I can get. Shout out to the big boy. Yeah, his name is Rocky. Big Rocky. Big Rocky boy. I don't have a Jagex account, so I don't think I can do this. Yeah, I don't have a Jagex account. It's crazy. That is crazy. All right, here we go. 55 more. Let's see if we can build the Noxious Halberd this round. That would be awesome. Is that the weather plugin that makes the atmosphere look like that? I think mine. I think it's the 07, the HD. I think it's the HD plugin. What up, Alex? Alex the legend. What's going on, dude? Oof. 117 got yeah, the 117 plugin. What kind of specs are you working on? The comp. If you got 117 and streaming with good frames, bro, you must have a solid rig. Dude, I built this PC like 5 years ago, right when I got out of college. And to be completely honest, dude, I don't even know. I know my GPU's an AMD. CPU, shit, I can't even tell you off the top of my head. They are solid, though. I got in before this big boom that recently happened with the RAM and stuff. So I won't be upgrading anything anytime soon. It's funny, I spent like $2,000 on this PC and I really only ever played OSRS on it. It's like, definitely didn't need to spend that much. If it's 5 years ago, you were probably still on AM4 for motherboard for memory / CPU. I think you are right, yeah. I got like a deal on my motherboard CPU. It's like an Asus, I think. I know it was a deal though. It was like a 2-pack thing. Went during Labor Day, so it was a Labor Day deal. Boom. All right, guys. Let's hope we get something here. I'm trying to build this noxious halberd. Yeah, you got an AMD CPU on AM4, and 5 years ago you got DDR4, which is still solid. Anyone having issues logging in? I haven't had any issues yet. Can't log into my Jagex account? Huh. Maybe I guess all I can think of is just closing the application and restarting it. I'm sure you did that already. And even then, an older GPU, especially if you only use it for OSRS, then you have the encoding from the GPU for streaming dedicated for that. Very solid though, brother. I appreciate it. It sounds like, so do you build PCs for work or something? Or you're just knowledgeable around the area? Says I've been blocked. That's strange. Oops. I messed this one up pretty bad. Go back to the old style. Oh, it's because I'm getting hit by the ranger. Happen to try and log into website too, and not just into computers a bit. Nothing too serious. Just upgraded lately, and I'm in a similar boat. My new upgrade is overkill for OSRS. Don't play many other games. Neither do I. I still haven't got Beef Pet yet. You haven't gotten Beef Pet yet, dude? You are 3.6 KC and you haven't gotten the Beef Pet? It's got to be coming up here soon. Gotta be coming up here soon. What do you mean relogging? Let me read that back. That's a bug that happens sometimes with auth tokens expiring. Try relogging. Happens when trying to log into website too. I wish I was more help, Matthew. I've never had that happen to me. I don't have a Jagex account, actually. Every time I put my info in my Jagex account, it says I'm blocked, even though I just was on last night, but I can log into my phone, no problem. Try to reinstall it and reconnect to your internet. Yeah, I'll do it. Random was talking about. It sounds like he knows a little bit about the bug. The dragon maces. I don't know how I feel about those dragon maces, guys. Double zero. No. Alex the Legend, you still in here? What are you working on? I know you got to be grinding something. Yeah, Matthew can't be blocked. He's almost at 99 woodcutting through the free-to-play. All right, we got 50 more Araxers. 50 more. By the way, what did you think about Blood Moon Rises? I actually haven't done it yet. I think, I hear it's an awesome quest, so I'm excited to do it. I just need to find time to do it. Have you completed it yet? I'm sure you have, right? Oh, brother, that's content. Yeah, that is content. It's going to be funny content to see me try to do that quest boss. I'm going to be able to do it. It's just a matter of how many times it's going to take me. Let's see. Some wines. Got some wines, fellas. Oh, no doubt. You can for sure get it done. I'm confident I will. It's just... it'll probably take me quite a bit, but that's all good. That is all good. Desert Treasure 2 gave me some trouble too. Specifically, like the final fight with all those demi bosses. Ain't nothing wrong with that. Bank loot, bro. Yeah, bank loot with the wines. I just need one more Nox piece, and I'll have 40 mil in the bank. I think I'm at like 800k right now. Oops. But yeah, random. I do like the fact that they are making the quests a little bit harder. It makes you know, the people who have makes the people who have the quest cape, you know, mean much more, you know, being able to beat hard content like that. I think this quest is going to limit some people who've had their quest cape before who can't get it now. Well, they should be able to get it. It's going to take them a little longer. Like myself. Give me that wild pie. I'd be cool with a supply drop right here. Some rune plate legs. Nox Halley is a wealthy price right now, or healthy price. Most dev, especially with the skill ceiling of modern RS. Dude, they are cracked. Some of these RS players are insane. So people are just used to it being handed out for free on a silver platter. Def agree, though. Oh, I'm right there with you, dude. It's, some of these RS players now are insane. I forget when Blood Moon Rises dropped, there were names, like people who don't even make content who were beating the quests and the bosses before those, you know, the bigger name streamers, which is awesome to see. It just shows, though, how many great players are in this game that a lot of people don't even know about. Oh, hell no. Put that melee protect on very quick after that. Bum, 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 bum. What do we get? Some seeds? I don't think I'll be able to do that with 2 manta rays. I like how they took the approach of unlimited supplies as well, just like Dragon Slayer 2, right? Or even Song of the Elves, forcing people out of their comfort zone, and that in return gets them further down the bossing progression ladder. That'll be content for a stream, though. I should stream it. I'm gonna do that here soon. I agree, though. The unlimited supplies is awesome. I saw that, and I think the supplies are a little buffed, right? Matthew, you got it fixed? Hell yeah. GZ to you. That would make me nervous if that happened to my account. I would be freaking out. All right, so what do we got? We got 47 more KC. We're at 620 KC. We got 2 pieces for the Nox Halley, and then we just need this headpiece, the blade. Although the Fang would be awesome if I just get a random Fang drop. That's what I need. I need a random Fang drop. Yeah, but the brews don't drain stats by regular amount, only 1 level. Only one level at a time. Bro, I got 16 days played already. 16 days? And that's all woodcutting? Oh, you got some stats for your melee. Combat stats. All right. Come on. Come on. There we go. 82. Granted, half the time I'm AFK watching the stream. Yeah, mostly skilling. That is a healthy account. 16 days, almost 99. You're gonna be 99 woodcutting in what, a week? You say? Actually, you're at the use probably like 2 weeks, right? Depends on how hard you grind, I guess. Little something. Some tellies. Some tellies there. Alright. I wish the Inquisitor wasn't best in slot at Mega King. Because then I could probably sell some stuff off and buy it. To make this this content a little easier. By the way, you aiming for any combat achievement tiers? I should be. I'm not, though. I definitely should. Combat achievements is something that like I've never paid too much attention to ever. But I know they are beneficial. That's probably what I should do, because I got diaries done. Basically got all the quests done. My goal right now is just to max the account. That would indeed be a sick thing to push for, especially when you get more into the other raids like Tob. Plenty of tasks there, some good benefits. I'm definitely gonna look into that. My main goal right now is to blow up and act like I don't know nobody. Just joking. My goal right now is to get the 99 in, I guess, a few of these skills. That's a quote from Riff Raff, by the way, if anybody doesn't know. But yeah, I want to get Slayer up. I want to get Rune Crafting up, Agility. So kind of just max the account all around. What's a plugin that you use for prayer and HP? That is a great question, dude. I did that a long time ago, so I can't be of much help there. I can look it up though and probably find what it is. yeah. That's it. I'm happy you knew what it was. I'm not sure if it's a plugin, Matthew. Yeah, I'll look after this. Actually, after this round, once I get back to the GP or the GE, I'll look. For some reason, I think it's a setting within the actual like OSRS settings. Maybe not though. Bro, one of the funniest things is hearing his freestyle on Sway in the morning. I haven't heard him in forever, dude. I miss him, dude. His shit was so funny. He just like fell off the earth, dude. I haven't seen him in forever. Alright, I'll take that 7. That little 7 knock. Come on, Thrall. Yes. I need to fix my posture. My posture is so bad. Boom. RuneScape is gonna be sick, especially when you have that Inferno and Quiver in the future. Yeah, so it's gonna be RuneScape and then Inferno. I'm gonna try to grind that, and then I need to get the Quiver. I need to. OSR is such a unique game in that regard. The max grind in general is such a cool thing to go for. It is. There's nothing like it, I swear. I've had this account for 12 years, 13 years, something like that, and I'm not even maxed yet. I have a lot of playtime. I used to just bang stand on this account way back when I was in high school. I had this account since high school. $222 days. Holy smokes. And Matthew, you're coming up on, you said 16 or something like that? I have 222. Has anybody tried the ported Call of Duties? They brought them, I think, to PS4, PS5. I was thinking about buying them. I have my PS4 still, but I don't know if I want to. Bro, I'm so salty about that being PS5 exclusive. I think you can do it on PS4, if I'm not mistaken. I could definitely be wrong about that. And I actually heard, I think they might be porting World at War as well. No crossplay? Yeah, 100%. I was so bummed out about that. I have my old PS4. I just don't know if I want to boot that up. I wish it was crossplay with PC. I heard PC is like not safe to play or something like that. If you got that shit though, probably play that shit. It's like $40 though to get like an old game, but that would be nostalgic as fuck for me, dude. Black Ops 1 was my game back in the day. PS5 is using their anti-cheat. Oh, so it's actually working? So people aren't hacking the game? You're paying for them to host multiplayer, essentially. Oh, so I don't need online? I don't need, like, PSN online? Oh. Gotcha. Because it's hosted specifically on their anti-cheat engine. Okay. Maybe I'll get that. Maybe I'll get it. My buddies are texting me. They're like, dude, you need to hop on. They're playing Black Ops 2, though. I would be playing Black Ops 1. What is that? So we got 40 more after this. Dude, Black Ops 1 was the hands down the best Call of Duty there was for me. A lot of people liked MW2. I started playing like after MW2 was kind of went through. I hopped on when Black Ops 1 dropped. So I was like, what I grinded. But as a whole, it was a fun game. No super OP kill streaks. Yeah. Shit, I wish Call of Duty, like the newer ones were like that now. I'm curious to see like if they'll do something, because I think the ported games are doing really well. So I'm curious to see if they like take that into consideration on maybe a future game in like 2-3 years. AK-70 for you. That was the gun, dude. Ah, shit. AK-47 was fun to use. The FAMAS. The Galil was fun to use. The MP5 sounded like a plastic gun. You haven't touched it since Black Ops 2? Damn, so you've been really out of it. You haven't missed anything. But don't worry. The Galil is a shit. It was. Especially suppressed. Yeah, it has to be suppressed. The Uzi sounded like a plastic gun too. The AUG. The AUG was good. Boom. Look, he might get MW4 though. If it's not dog shit. That's a new one, right? I haven't watched any gameplay on it. So like you haven't played Warzone or anything like that? How long are you going to be on for? Honestly, I'll probably be on for a couple more hours. Maybe till about 10 o'clock Eastern time. It's 8:19 right now, so yeah, a couple more hours. I want to get this task done for sure. Shit looks real as fuck. Nah, damn, dude, you never played Warzone like Verdansk or the Gulag. You've never been to the Gulag before? That was kind of peak too, though. That was something new. Oh, you know what one was actually decent? I forget the name of it. I need a reset here. That was sloppy. It starts with a V. It wasn't Blackout. It starts with a V. It was like one of the Call of Duties more recently, probably within the past like 4 years. It was World War II based. It wasn't World War II. It starts with a V, I think. Is a blade coming? Are we gonna get some anti-poison? Vanguard. Yes, Vanguard. That's it. That one I liked, honestly. I think I'm a little biased because I like the older weapons and stuff. I like that time frame, so I think that's why I like that one. But that game wasn't half bad. Yeah, some competitive on that was fun. No, I'm not. Matthew, you didn't like it? No way, dude. No way. No, isn't it like one of the more... Yeah, the boots on the ground. Wasn't that like the boots on the ground? Or was that World War II? Bro, Vanguard was good. Another hot take. World War II would have been a better game if it wasn't dropped right around Fortnite. I think that's why that game fell apart. But Vanguard might have been like, would have been the one like 4 or 5 years ago. Yeah, I would say it's 5 years ago. Vanguard was the one boots to the ground like 4 years ago. Yeah. No wall running and garbage. Yeah, it was. I think there's. What is this song? I think it might have been. I don't think there's slide canceling or anything like that either. I gotta go look what was. Oh wait, I'm gonna look that thing up for you, Matthew, real quick. status bar. That's it. All right, I found it, Matthew. It's these column things, it's called status bar. It's if it's not in the configuration, it's probably in the plugin hub. And then you can like go into the settings and you can kind of adjust, like if you want the left bar to be prayer, maybe you want this one to be prayer instead of hit points, vice versa. And then I think you can do run energy as well. Yeah, you can, like that. But I got hit points. You do special attack over here. I've never seen anybody really do that. All right, we didn't get shit that round. We didn't get anything. I have, what is a drop for U seeds? I've gotten so many U seeds. I need to look that up. Raxer Wiki. Alright, UCs are common. I'm cool with that then. Now, one magic seed. Have I gotten? I've gotten one magic seed, which is 1 in 2.6k. Disaster. Just joking, it's not that big of a deal. Alright. We got 38 more KC. Ugh. I know there's a lot of purists that only want to play comp shit like Valorant or CS2, but there's a charm that old COD has when you grew up on it. Refreshing to hear your take about it. Dude, I've never played Valorant or CS2, and I think it's just because I am terrible with keyboard and mouse. Like, this is the only keyboard and mouse game that I play, and this is like a point and click. I would get wrecked in Valorant or CS2. Actually, Age of the Empires, if anybody's ever played that, solid game. Old game. That's keyboard and mouse, I guess, but another kind of point and click game. What up, Alex? 1 second. Let me pot up and get this guy real quick. Get those good drops? Dude, I haven't gotten anything like... Actually, I'll take that back. This round, I've gotten 2 pieces for the Noxious Halberd, so I have gotten better drops today than previous days, so I'll take that. We're just missing 1 piece for the Nox. We're missing the blade. And then we're missing the Rancor. So hopefully we get one of those. I need to up my cash stack, dude. I'm at like 500k. Something like that. I bought a Dragon Hunter Lance for a Boarcat grind, so that's why I'm poor right now. What are you working on, Alex? Are you bossing right now? Alright, let's see here. Let's see what we get. I'll take a supply drop. I'll take that. Let that sit there. Dragon Hunter Lance gonna come in handy for Cox. Yeah, for the hand, right? The final boss. I've done a solo Cox in a leagues, so like I kind of like understand some of the rooms. But other than that, I am no help. Are you excited for Raids 4, Random? I'll be right back in about an hour, bro. I'm going to go and lift. All right, solid, dude. I'll talk to you soon. Get that pump in. I need to start going back to the gym. Need to. Boom. All right. What are we gonna get? Some death runes. Take it. Take it. I wish YouTube wasn't so strict about their copyright. Ah, shit. I guess supposedly Jagex was saying it's going to be the hardest raid that they've ever come out with. So it's going to be interesting how, like, when they say it's going to be hard, I wonder how hard. I'm assuming fairly hard. That was sloppy. I'm feeling a Rancor coming in, the Fang. Feeling a Fang coming in. The Thrall's coming in clutch. Yeah, I guess we'll see once it drops. Hoping something I could do off rip. Take advantage of those drops we get like right off rip. Couple bill, right? Oda Block will be in there buying the stuff for a couple bill to go PKing with. For my selfishness sake, especially for when they release it and then possible combat achievements, that will be hard. Getting back GM would be fun. But like in general, right, I have a friend I do almost everything with in game. He's not quite at Inferno Quiver, but he does top. That is true. I can't wait till I get my Inferno Cape and the Quiver, dude. Once I get that, I'll feel like I've beat the game. Run. Like, personally, I think they can make it hard enough to be enjoyable, similar to that of Tob in difficulty, but hope they put in hard combat achievements to make it feel worthy and a challenge for people who already have GM getting it back, if that makes sense. I know exactly what you're saying, yeah. So kind of like make it like Tob's difficulty, but make sure that the combat achievements are harder than other raids. So kind of like it feels like the Grandmaster's worth it, kind of. Yeah, like not base, the difficulty of raid Oops, sorry. For the raid, front loaded, but have some difficulty or hard mode once it gets solved. Similar how top. Yeah. Oh shit. Run. And not how they did TOA or Cox with CMs, just giving it more defense and stats, artificially scaling it makes it feel dull and lazy. Adding extra layers of mechanics or more punishing mechanics where team play matters more would be solid. Just all the good aspects of every raid melted together. I believe they will hit the mark and learn from their strengths and weaknesses from the previous 3 raids with what works and what doesn't. So you don't think it'll be, you think it'll be invo based, kind of like how TOA is? Probably not, right? It'll just be like a hard mode, kind of like what you were saying? I guess you wouldn't know, but if you had to guess. I think they will go back to top style and ditch the invos. Top is the most beloved raid, right? So it makes sense to use that as the model, as the base. Make it more punishing and wipe mechanics, making teamwork actually matter. I guess we will see in, what, late 2026, right? Drops in late 2026? And for the hard mode version, if they added 1, it would be similar to that of hard mode top. Oops. This red one always messes me up on this. There we go. Help me out there. Some death runes. The pine cone, the mega rare looks amazing though. So stoked for that. Just stoked we are getting another raid. Would be happy with anything. So I haven't been hip to like what they're making for the mega rares. Are they bringing that hybrid armor out? The mage armor? Is that a thing, or was that just like an idea? That, and then I saw the pine cone thing that you're talking about. What are we looking at for this collection log? Alright, we're at 636 KC. We need the Fang still, and then the Blade to get some GP in the bank. The armor was scrapped. Honestly, thank God. My Ancestral would have collapsed. It already is kind of fallen, but it would have really fallen. The next upgrade on my list, I'm not gonna lie, dude, it might be Inquisitor for like this kind of boss. Like if I want to farm Araxer, I kind of want the mace at least. But we'll see, we'll see. I would like to get my shadow back. T-Bow might become a little bit more affordable here soon because of the drop rates at Cox. So maybe something like that will help me for Inferno. T-Bow would be ideal, not gonna lie. T-Bow rebuild with IX/Confliction is super good in general. Maybe I'll do something like that. So would you would sell Ancestral and then what you would use Arims? Something like that? Blood Moon, Conflictions, IAC for Mage. Sell Bofa/Crystal, then go with budget ranged upgrades. And you think T-Bow will probably drop a little bit with the Cox update, right? Might buy in at a lower price. Wait for some of this gear to go up a little bit. I've never actually used any of the... Actually, no, I used Blood Moon. I've never used Blue Moon. So it'll be fun to use some new gear. Most of the damage has already been done. Okay. Maybe I should look into that now. I have a 2-bill bank, so like I could do this. Sooner rather than later. Oh man, that means I would have to sell my treads, right? Maybe I'll try to keep the treads. I kind of like the treads. If you ever need help with it, I'd be happy to help. I appreciate you, dude. My friend just got a T-Bow rebuild. Similar budget too, especially if you do TOA and want to get into Cox/Tob. It's very good in that regard because T-Bow is very good at Tob for the rooms. You don't melee. The Nox Halley is great. but in general, especially when you are wanting to get into Hydra and other grinds, T-bow rebuild would be amazing. I'm gonna have to do that. I was talking to somebody else. I was actually in Foe's stream, and I was asking him his thoughts, and he was like, if he had to pick one rebuild, it would be the T-bow. He said the cost wise just makes more sense. Scythe is super expensive. Same with Shadow. So that was my thought too. Just the upkeep on the T-bow makes more sense. I'm not paying attention. I'm getting smacked. I'm not gonna lie, dude. The lo-fi kind of makes me sleepy sometimes. You can do Muspa, Levi, TOA, Cox, Cox CM, Hydra, Serb. All those bosses benefit from that. And where IAC is in the game and conflictions are a good price, you will still have an amazing mage budget option without having to drop bank. But yeah, if you want, you can always PM me if you have any questions. I definitely will, dude. You know a lot more about this game than I do. It's nice to have have friends like that. And Inferno Coliseum in the future T-bow is massive for those. What would you use for melee gear? Is Blue Moon good for melee as well? I've never really used any of the moon armor, just Blood Moon. I knew that one was the melee one. Making the most out of your budget will open up so much more content for you. Yeah, I feel like I'm hoarding some gear I need to get rid of. The reason why I was keeping my Ancestral is because I love Yama, and I was farming him for Oathplate drops, which helped out a lot with building my bank up. Okay, so Blood Moon is a great budget option, but melee upgrades are very cheap long term. So like if I do this, if I sell my bank and stuff, what melee armor should I go for? Should I just rock my torso and like chaps or something? Like the Blood Moon chaps or whatever it is? But the difference between Blue Moon and Ancestral is around 250 mil GP less for 1 to 2 max hits. That's it. I didn't know that. I was keeping my Ancestral because I thought it was... Torso / Blood Moon Tassets, Urania Boots, Serp Helm. Yeah, I could do that. Not gonna lie though, I would love to keep my treads. might try to do that. Hopefully I have some GP by the time I do this rebuild, and maybe I can do that. I can keep like the treads or something. Don't worry, most people do that with gear, especially if not looking at DPS calcs. But just to put into perspective, with T-Bow alone in budget, it would be insane. Difference between T-Bow at Hydra versus Bopa is around 35-40% more DPS. I wish I had that knowledge about this game the way you do. I'm not the best with like remembering all that shit, dude. I can barely remember some of the gear and stuff. Like, you would feel like going from a bike to a spaceship. You can easily, just takes a bit of time. But in simple terms, oh shit. Just takes a bit of time, but in simplest terms, where you already have a 2-build budget. Too long didn't read. After doing a T-Bow rebuild, you wouldn't want to play any other way. It's that big of a difference. So that's exciting, the fact that you're already there. That is true. Dude, I've never held a T-Bow in my hands before. I'll take that supply drop. Yeah, dude, I was doing a shadow rebuild like last year. And the funny thing was I sold my entire bank, had the shadow, and like 10 raids into it, I pulled a shadow myself, a solo shadow. So that rebuild was kind of like over right there and then. Shadow at the time was around 900 mil, and there was a bunch of speculation about a rework on the Shadow, and I thought it was going to be a positive rework. Around that time, it dropped to like 700 mil, and I got scared, and I sold both my Shadows for around 700 mil a pop. Sad time. So that's what I did. It was around the sailing. I sold it then and just bought a bunch of gear around sailing. So I kind of got into some of this gear I have now pretty low. I take that back. I probably got into this gear that I have now around what the price of it now is. Like Oathplate, I think I got in around 260 millish, I think. I think that's around what it is now. Ancestral, I got in pretty low. But I really enjoyed the Shadow. Was able to do like Whisper and stuff easily. And the thing was with Shadow, I was rocking Virtus gear, so like I don't even think it like was logical for me to do that. But I was just like, TOA was a raid that I ran, and I was like, all right, I'm gonna get the Shadow for this raid. I appreciate it, dude. Well, that's good then. Yeah, like in general, even off stream, right? I'd be happy to chat about the benefits of where T-Bow would be best in slot for you. And just in general, what uses you would have for it before you pull the trigger, just so you know the benefits and what you would get out of it. I appreciate you, dude. Yeah, I'll definitely reach out to you Like I said before, it's nice to have a friend who is knowledgeable in the game like that. And not somebody who's just going to tell me to look it up on Wiki, because I've been told that a lot from people. Just look it up on Wiki. My friend is super excited since doing his T-Bow rebuild. I get a lot of joy out of seeing the excitement. And also on that, on the talk of like the bosses and stuff that I would be able to do, you said Muspa, and I think they're reworking the Muspa a little better, so it might be a good grind there, because I do want the pet there. I've been spooned at that boss. Oh, not the red one. Boom. Oh, they already fixed Muspa? You'll be hitting big numbers. There's even a method where you can Dragon Warhammer spec it at the start and camp T-Bow the entire time. That sounds enticing. I'm gonna have to do that. Oh my goodness. These Dragon Maces, man. They won't overload you on any more info about that. I appreciate what the info that you provided me with now. I think it's gonna be I think that'll be what I do next, not gonna lie. You would not be disappointed. Most people are grinding towards that, but being able to already have the funds for that is awesome. Just need to liquidate the bank a little bit. What are you grinding on right now? Or what are you yeah, what are you grinding in OSRS right now? That sounded so sus the first time I said that. Hey, Doing the Maggot King? What's your KC there? $14.40 at the moment. Been doing the eggs for a better pet rate since about 600 KC. What's the drop on the pet? 3,000? You're doing some TCG shit with the eggs. 1 in 1,500. Okay. One in 1,500. When did you start sacrificing? Like, you get a chance at eggs that give different rates. Interesting. I was not hip about that. It's quite a weird table. Interesting. Interesting. I'm gonna have to get the quest done and get over there and try that out. There's so much I need to do. Are you an Iron Man random? Currently, we're at 645 KC. Still need the blade and the fang. We got 22 more KC for the Slayer task, so hopefully we get something here soon. Just a main. Have you ever thought about making an iron? I guess, well, your account's pretty stacked, so you probably want to, like, just stay with that one. That makes sense. I feel like your skill level, though, you would make a sick Iron Man. One day maybe, but I enjoy the playstyle of a main and alting. I agree there. Some maces. These frickin' maces. One plus 4 corp, or God Wars Dungeons and all that, spec transfers, all that kind of stuff. To get the feel of making new accounts though, making an alt has sufficed over the years. It sounds like you're talking about like some stuff, I've seen this one streamer, Coxie, he does that kind of stuff, like the spec transfers. I think when he's doing his pet hunts, he does that. I don't watch a ton of his stuff, but I've seen like some of his videos. You should, have you ever thought about making content? Feels like you're at the level where you could make some cool content. Maybe, but just in general, enjoy playing the game, hanging with the homies, doing stuff. That's crossed my mind. But to be honest, I enjoy watching a lot more. Shout out to those who are into it. Maybe think about it, dude. Sounds like you're pretty good at the game. But yeah, if you enjoy just playing it, then that works too. That works too. Something is beyond awesome to be able to interact with people and stuff with streams, you know? Like, it's a bit different watching big streamers. Yeah, I agree 100%. It's different, like, actually being able to have a conversation. I've watched some streamers there and you ask some questions, but you always get ignored. We got 19 more KC of this. Another U seed. We take those. Yeah, more interactions. It's hard to keep up with a lot. And of course, that's where you want to aspire to be and get to. Yeah, that is true. But it's nice to meet the community, see people playing the same game we all love. I agree 100%, dude. I love how the community is still growing, but it's still fairly small. Kind of. It's growing, though. I think it's awesome that like I want to say 85 to 90% of the people that play this game have been playing ever since they were a child. And we all went through like the evolution of combat stuff and that stuff. So it's like we already kind of have similarities from that aspect. Some death runes. All right, we got 18 more KC. We need a blade or a fang. Something. I need to get my cash stack up. Trauma bonded, exactly. Exactly. Do you remember that one game mode back in RS2? You get clay armor, I think, as like a reward. It would give you double XP, the clay armor. If you said the name, I would know it. I'll be like, yes, that's it. Stealing Creations, yes, dude. That game was so fun back then. That was my shit. I wonder if they would ever bring something like that back. Obviously not the armor and the double XP, but... Sacred Clay Dagger. Yes, dude. That's it. I would just make runes in that game mode and just try to do my best against higher ranked people. They pulled it. I missed that pulled. I missed that pull if they pulled it. Bro, that game was goated. Another fun was Fist of Guthix. I don't think I ever played that one. If you remember that, holding that stone in the middle, getting points. That was ages ago. Dude, I don't remember that one. That does sound fun, though. Is it like you got to protect the person holding the stone, and whoever's holding the stone can't attack, so you rely on your teammates? And then you get points the longer you hold it, kind of something like that. The more points, and the other person would hunt you and try to kill you. Oh. Oh, it was 1v1? So you could attack while you're holding the stone, I'm assuming? So like you would take turns attack versus defend. Oh. And on defense, you couldn't attack, but you had certain amount of healing they gave you. Okay. What were the rewards from that game mode? And the closer you were to the middle of the room, the more points you get per tick. That was sloppy. You got a rune berserker shield, but I'm not gonna lie, it ain't fucking with stealing creations. Stealing creations was a shit, dude. That dagger, double XP. Shit, I remember when they used to have double XP weekends. I'm sure they still do double XP in RS3, right? All right, we got 16 more KC. All right, we need to get something big here. Nope, what am I doing? What am I doing? All right. We're at 650 KC. Still missing the blade and the fang. Still iffy with that. By the way, when you usually pot raids on the weekends? Yeah, weekends. I haven't raided in a bit though. But if I were to raid, definitely the weekends. We gotta run some, dude. Let's run some Tob. Teach me the ways of Tob. Damn. I didn't know I was right next to it there. Boom. Yeah, for sure. Me and my friends, we pot TOA as well for some chill raids too. What invo level you usually run? I used to run like 370s when I had my shadow solo, and then somewhere around there. Now that I don't have my shadow, dude, honestly, probably like 350s. 350, 300. If I run masses, probably just 300. It's easy though for me, so like I could definitely put some more info on it. After I got rid of my shadow, I kind of got scrappy with it just because I was so used to using the shadow in every room. I had to like... So like what's the... So I have Bofa, the Ayak, and the Fang for melee. What, in Zabak, what is the go-to? Do I use... So I use my Bofa in Zabak. In the Beetle room, I'm using the Fang. In Akka, I'm using the Ayak. And then Baba, I'm using the Fang. Is that right? I think I'm mainly confused on what I use in the final phase of TOA, the last boss fight, because I see some people using the Ayak. I see some people using the Bofa. 375. Yeah, I could do 375. Little double dragon plate leg. I'll take that. 320k. Is he using the Bofa? Is that the friend that uses the Bofa? Yeah, I'll be able to pick up top, I think, fairly quick. It takes me a lot of runs to, like, pick up something and get, like, really good at it. He was using Ayak and Tebow now, but yes, he was doing Bofa then. Dude, maybe I liquidate my bank account sooner than later and get this Bofa thing going. I feel like I could be able to keep some of my gear. I would have to take a look. Some of my bank is investments, like in sold heads, Dragon and sold heads. Right now, I bought like 16k at 3. I think they're 3k. I know those have gone up a decent bit. Like I said, if you ever want to Discord in the future, especially whenever we raid, always down to chat about the logistics. Let's do that, dude. I gotta get your Discord after the stream. That's of course if you're okay and comfortable. Yeah, dude. Not trying to sound like... Nah, you're good, dude. Definitely need a Discord if I'm doing Tob. That's for sure. Upper top learners, absolutely. The best part is not even 1 or 2 months ago. That's why my friend did his bow rebuild. So the gear is fresh in the mine still. Oh, brother. Got 11 more KC. I know you said you got Spire task stored, but what task we hoping for next? What do I want next? I want a Jad task, not gonna lie. I want that pet, so like... What's the best way to get it? I say. Yeah, Jad. Jad would be the go-to. Should be able to do one more, I think. What did I get there? Rinkai shield. Oh shit, can I do one more? Yeah, do one more. Can't go wrong with the Jad task. Cannot. I can do it fairly quick now with the Bofa and stuff, so that'll be a nice, quick, easy task. Oh, fuck. That was almost bad. I'm risking it. Let's go. All right, something big, something big. Cole. Oh my gosh. Tebow's gonna be nuts there. Maybe I liquidate my bank now, dude, not gonna lie. The only problem with that is that I have a spider's task. Or I have an Araxite task stored. I guess I could go the cheap route and get that chain mace. Maybe I get the new quest done. True. It's like 17 mil now. It bumped a little bit. Maybe I get the new quest done with this Oathplate armor and stuff, and my Rancor and all that stuff, and then I get rid of everything. I'm so sad about the saturated heart. I bought this at like 120 mil. That was bad. That was a bad investment. Confliction gauntlets. That's 72. I would have to keep this Emberlight, not gonna lie. I think if you break down this Emberlight, don't I like lose all the charges and stuff, so I have to restart? I could get rid of the Scorching Bow and the Purging stuff. Eldini's Ward, get rid of that. All this Ancestral. Damn, Ancestral's cheap as shit. Won't have to get rid of the Emberlight. And most likely we'll be able to keep at least one Scorching. That would be awesome, actually. I could just swap that. Swap Patine's Staff and the Scorching Bow. Where is my GP coming from? What is this? Alright, so this is 1.14 bill. We'll take a look after this. Bofa, Ancestral, Rancor. Like in general, you have damn near identical budget. Okay. I don't want to get rid of the treads. That's my only thing. If I like break down the treads, do I lose all the other all the other boots that I put into it? Or do they break down with it? Alright, we got 9 KC left of this task. Nah, just the tiers. Oh, okay. Okay. Then I guess that I'll be more open to do it in that case. Alright, what do we got here? 658 KC. Still need the blade or the fang. It's starting to sound more enticing with you hearing more and more uses for that T-bow. It really is, dude. I think that's what I need to do. T-bow rebuild. What is it at right now? Is that at 1.2 bill? I gotta check out the price of that. 1.4. Did you say 2 bill or 1.2? I thought it was 1.2 bill. Either way, even if you don't do it now, it can always be done later on down the road. It's always going to be a solid option. That is true. I just thought, for some reason, I thought it dropped to 1.2. Oh, my total? Total is 2 bill. Around there. Yeah, including my entire bank. Like, everything in my bank, it would be around 2 bill. Okay, so if you have 2 bill, you will 100% be good. I feel like I could keep, like, the treads, too. I have to look at the bank and see what I should be getting rid of. Because, like, when I was wearing this gear that I have on right now, I think I had... Shit, I don't know what... I don't even know what... I think I had, like, 1.4 bill in the bank. And keep a few useful items, things for Arax, like utility options, things for Slayer, tasks, or bosses, like Purging for Yama. Dragon Warhammer for Tob and Cox. You should be able to keep Iac and Conflictions, and just barely have enough to keep the basic gear for Melee and Dragon Hunter Lance. I'll have to stream this when I liquidate the bank. And then you can kind of guide me through what I should be keeping and stuff. And when you get it, you'll be able to have a lot more consistent GP. Okay, so I will say this. If you want to stream or one day we are both free, we can Discord and can screen share. And I can most def walk you through what to sell and what to keep and help you get the basics of a T-bow. Rebuild it and talk about what content you send and go from there. So like specific items. Yeah, that would be awesome. That's what I need. Offers there, no pressure, can be whenever in the future. Same thing on stream one day. Yeah, I'd be totally down for that. That's what I need. I need kind of just like, because in the past, like I sold stuff like my Dragon Warhammer stuff just because I didn't ever think it really had a use. But it sounds like, from talking to you, it sounds like I might keep a Dragon Warhammer. Well, I'm hitting him with my ballista. I was not paying attention there at all. Yeah, it's worth keeping for a Raxus / Cox Tob. Okay. It's a hard requirement for Tob and Cox. Okay. Then I'll keep that one. No. Oh my goodness. Bad movement. I almost killed myself there. Or, I don't know if I can say this on the stream. Sorry. Sorry, YouTube. I almost planked there. Planked myself. For what content you send the most, and we will build from there. I just have nods. That makes sense. Same thing I did with my friend. Make sure he had all the vitals for rating, but kept what he needed for the things he enjoyed. Also, a side note, when you do a rebuild like this, the exciting part is every split, every drop will be way more exciting. True. True, true, true. I can't wait to get topping, dude. That's long overdue. I should have been doing that. This will go towards upgrades. This will go towards upgrades because usually it feels like at a certain point when you're saving up for the upgrades that cost 100 mil plus each, it's like a drop in a bucket. Those Avernix splits and all that will start to add up and it will snowball. But Tebow plus Nox Halley will be extremely strong at top. I'm pumped. I'm about to do this rebuild sooner than later. If I get Jad next, I'm gonna do it now. Or if I get any boss for a Slayer task, then and it's better with a Tebow, I might just do it now. What the? Got 5 more KC of this. We'll get a new task, and then I'm gonna call it a night after that. But I'm curious what task I'm gonna get. Damn, I'm out of food. Let's see what we get here. Some supplies. Alright, we're gonna run this again. See if get some luck here. Good spec there. Bro, even since yesterday, you're doing the flinch method on the rack is much cleaner. Thank you, dude. I thought so too. I was like, I need to like do it one day and then I sleep on it, and the next day, for some reason, it just kind of clicks a little bit. That learning that flinch method has made this boss way more enjoyable. Yeah, I'm not gonna do that. I only have a pie left. Only got a pie left. I don't trust myself there, so I'm gonna. We got 3 more KC. 3 more KC. Hopefully get it something to build the Nox, like a blade. The blade would be awesome. Even better would be the Fang. Let's make it a good one. A little back to back to back would be awesome. The Fang would be awesome. That little 60 mil right there. All right. 3 more. I think we're coming up on what was that KC? What was that last KC? 664. So coming up on 667. $120 mil in the bank. Got some seeds. All right, 2 more KC. Let's make them count here. Going for the blade or the fang here. Got 2 of the pieces to make the Nox Halley. Just need the blade. This might be PB if I do this right. Messed it up for the frickin' thralls. $122. If I didn't do that thralls, I think that would have been PB. Some rune plate legs. All right, 1 more KC. Let's get something good here. Just need the blade, that's all. All right, here we go. We need the blade, or I would take the fang. Earth orb. All right, so we do have another task stored. I'm not going to do that tonight. We're going to go grab a new task. Got some earth orbs. We're going to go grab a new task. See what I get. What up, Matthew? How you doing, man? How's the gym? You missed absolutely nothing. I didn't get anything good. I just finished the Slayer task, so I'm gonna get a new task, and then might call it a night there. It's 10 o'clock Eastern time over here. Skeletal wyverns? Ugh. Bank loot? Nothing, dude. Nothing. Skeletal wyverns would be a Turiel skip for me. We'll Turiel skip that next time. What was the gym today? Chest, back, legs? Oof, I should have sold the Bofa when I was at 135. A lot of my stuff tanked. Ajax at 42 mil? Oh my gosh. I have not been paying attention to anything. It was chest and arms today. Chest and arms every day, right? When I went to the gym, dude, I'm getting back into the gym here soon, but when I went, dude, I was always one of those guys that was like always hitting chest. That's what I thought, dude. It was up there. It was like close to 140-ish. All right, I'm gonna call it a night there, guys. I appreciate everybody stopping in and tuning in. Like I said yesterday, it makes my tasks way more enjoyable being able to converse with people. So thank you to everybody. Drop your Discord if you want. Yeah, what is my Discord? How do I find my Discord name? Oh, it's blocking it because I'm streaming right now. How do I do that? I see a picture at the bottom. Copy username. I see that. I clicked on my account, bottom left. I want to try this. Try that for my Discord. For some reason, I thought there were numbers and stuff. Let me know if that works. It should be just a username, and also drop it in the chat here. Did you see that chat above? NPC Germ. Try that. It might be that. Edit profile. That's weird. That is my username, NPC Germ. Yeah, send yours. Let me add you. Magic tree, okay. All right, I just sent it over. Let me know if you got it. Sweet, dude. Yeah, I appreciate you helping me out there on what gear I should be selling and stuff for the Tebow rebuild. Once I do it, I'll definitely hit you up, and then you gotta take a look at my bank and see what I should sell. But I'm gonna hop off here. Thank you everybody for tuning in. That was a good stream there. Knocked out the Araxer task, and yeah, if you're new to the stream and you liked what you were watching, if you could leave a sub, that would be greatly appreciated. It helps me out. But yeah, thank you again for tuning in. Everybody have a good night. Rand and Matthew, thank you. Trev, if you're still here, thank you. Yeah, that's it. All right, guys, I'll be on tomorrow, but I'm going to be slumped here soon. I'll see you guys. Thank you again.